here, opened.
Yes. What's your name? Yeah.
We are about to begin. Are we all seated, relaxed, and having good, new friends, meeting new friends, right? Okay. In 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're about to begin. Alright everyone, good evening. Before we formally begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land for which we are gathered here today. We give our high respect to all the past, present, and future elders. Alright, I can see that you're all comfortable. Good evening once again, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this ACME Entrepreneur of the Year Awards 2024 Gala Night. Aren't you excited? Tonight, that's good. Tonight, we honor the leaders and visionaries who redefine boundaries and inspire innovation. These individuals, exceptional individuals, was able to create a difference in the community. And they embody the true spirit of entrepreneurship, transforming dreams into reality and impacting both industries and communities. Once again, my name is Lee. Motivationally, I'm your official MC for this evening. Join me in celebrating. Let's celebrate our leaders and visionaries, their exceptional contribution to the community, and also their remarkable achievements, right? And also that unwavering pursuit of excellence. So let's all enjoy this evening. Are you ready? Yeah. Beautiful. So I'd like to call on to start to formally open this gala night. I'd like to call on the president of the Australian Council for Multicultural Entrepreneur. I'd like to call, how about a big hand, President Tony Lombardi.
Boys.
It's a good start. Welcome to 2024 Spring Carnival Gala, celebrating Multicultural Entrepreneur Awards. I'm delighted to see so many guests join us. Also, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the volunteers who dedicated their time to make this event possible. The sponsors for the generosity support. Keynote speakers can share their expertise. On behalf of ACME, it's a privilege to stand among talented, innovation, hard-working entrepreneurs, each of whom bring such rich, various contributions to Australia's culture. Australia's vibrant multicultural community has always been a strength, resilience. Each of you here tonight reflect these values. And ambitious entrepreneurs will. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous now. I haven't drank
Doing well.
Each of you tonight reflect values, bringing new, you show the strength of values and daring to dream, building bridges and culture, driven forward, new ideas, enrich and importantly enhance our society. The reason we are here tonight, this evening, we celebrate individuals of all their qualities. Tonight, our award recipients has not only demonstrated outstanding success and growth, but has shown a total commitment to fostering and creation opportunities and inspiring others. The journey, like many, have not been easy in today's economic climate. They face challenges navigating unfamiliar markets, especially in Victoria today. Adapting to a culture, overcoming barriers that can have deterred even the most strong-minded person. But instead of turning back, they pressed forward, setting a remarkable example for all of us. To be nominated for this award, one must achieve remarkable business success and made a lasting impact on the community in mentoring, supporting, empowering others to pursue their business dreams. So, when did entrepreneurs begin? The Europeans came, just a little story. The Europeans came to Australia in the 50s and 70s for a better life. This is a story from an Italian entrepreneur arriving in Port Melbourne. The first obstacle was communication barriers, as we have today. They continued to work hard, but in a short time, starting their own business, setting up fruit stalls, deli meat shops, and also extending the business in insurance. In another word, stand over tactics. So some went into farming, growing vegetables, others growing plants for medical purpose. The moral of the story is, despite the language barriers, you can build and thrive business through determination and hard work, and become an entrepreneur. Later this evening, we will call upon nominees and present ACME's Multicultural Entrepreneur Award 2024. And finally, I need to mention the achievements within the last year. What have we achieved? We have brought to ACME in a short time, invited business people, raised a number of memberships, opened the doors for those to be interested in this journey, joining a multicultural entrepreneur. First time ever donated to the Children's Hospital. 2 gala events bringing together business people and members. 2 symposiums, sharing knowledge from guest speakers to members, enhance the mindset of business purposes. My appreciation goes to the speakers, Dr. Sarifa, Dr. Hassan, Abdullah, Christina Chu, and our MC Lee, or Bruce Lee I call it. I'll be calling the ACME AGM election in mid-February 2025. The challenge? To keep the momentum going, raise ACME to the next level. Thanks for being by my side. I thank you and enjoy the evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Totally long party. What a powerful message. I'm a bit emotional there, actually. And thank you also for the hard work helping us here at ACME or Australian Council for Multicultural Entrepreneur, making a difference in the community. Thank you so much. Once again, how about a big hand for our President, Tony LeBron. Wow. Do you know what? I couldn't resist myself appreciating each one of you, each table. How many tables do we have here, China? 12 tables. You all look fabulous. Do you realize that you all look fabulous? Would you like to say hello to all your table mates, please? And say, you look fabulous. You look awesome. Oh my God. I'm just having goosebumps. It's just so nice to see people coming together, not just for the gala night, but really allowing yourself to learn and grow and be inspired by other people who are creating a difference in this community. Beautiful. Now, before I actually call our first keynote speaker, I'd like to remind you some housekeeping as well. In case this is your first time here, the comfort room is just down the bottom. Don't turn right, don't turn left, just keep going. You'll see it, there's no roundabout. The toilet is just at the bottom. Now, the lift, you all know where it is, but in case of fire, we're in level 25, so you all have to jump over the fence. No, I'm just kidding. You have to find a way. There's the stairs. I think it's on the left-hand side, okay, so knock on wood. All right, so at least we all know where we are going, okay? Now, before I forget, I'd like to call on as well our distinguished guest who was going to be our keynote speaker. And I don't want to miss any information about her, so let me read this. I'm not really into reading, but this is good for me to show you how good she is with her accomplishment at the same time. Right. Scrolling. Okay, cool. Our guest speaker, she's not only fabulous and looking elegant for this evening. She's also an achiever. She's an author. She is, hang on a second, technical difficulties here. Why not? It's live. Our guest speaker is a UN Responsible Business Award winner. She's also a founder and CEO of 7 Women. We'd like to find out what's that 7 Women later on, perhaps. She is also an international keynote speaker, a social entrepreneur, and of course, an author. Let's give her a big round of applause. Let's call on Stephanie Woolard, OAM. Once again, Stephanie Woolard, OAM.
Thank you so much for having me here tonight. I really appreciate the invitation and welcome everybody. As the MC has just said, you all look absolutely fabulous and I get so excited about sparkly things. So everywhere I look, I'm getting more and more excited. You all look amazing. It's a real privilege to speak here tonight because tonight's event is all about entrepreneurship. And I believe that every single one of us has a spirit of entrepreneurship, whether we've worked for others or whether we've created a business ourselves. We are each beautifully and wonderfully made, and we each have these incredible skills and gifts that we've been created with. And it constantly blows my mind when I see people having success in different areas and people having different dreams that are so different from the next person. And I just sometimes just am in awe at how differently we're made. And I really believe that we're each created to actually, with that dream, take steps in achieving that dream, because each of our voices, there's people actually waiting to hear each one of our voices. So I'd love to share a little bit of my journey tonight in creating 7 Women, which was a charity that I ran for 17 years. And I really began that with a heart to help others. In high school, I remember I just had this mantra and vision that I wanted to become successful by making other people successful. That was my life dream. And I also had a dream that I wanted to travel the world and meet cool people. But more than that, I really wanted to make my life make a difference in the lives of others, because I was aware that there was people living in poverty and there were people more disadvantaged than myself. It's still not working. Oh. So at the age of 19, after high school, I wanted to visit a country where I'd heard about poor people, and I had an opportunity to visit Nepal. So I went to Nepal with the Duke of Edinburgh. Some of you may have heard of the Duke of Ed. And I went to Nepal and I met 7 disabled women who were living in a tiny tin shed in the back streets of Kathmandu. And I heard some of these women's stories that because they were disabled, their community thought that they were evil in a past life. So these women were actually trying to be entrepreneurs. They were making candles in this tiny tin shed to sell to the local market. I can't see any of my Nepalese friends here tonight, but if they were here, they would very much know about load shedding, where they have 10 to 12 hours of electricity cuts every day. And so these women were making candles in this tiny tin shed, but because of their physical disabilities, no one was buying their candles. So yeah, as I said, I believe that we were all created for a purpose. I didn't know mine, I just had a desire in my heart to help people. So that's what led me to Nepal, and I wanted to become successful by making others successful. And that, when I met the 7 disabled women, I had about $200 because I was a student and I was about to go back to Australia. And I remember hearing the women's stories and thinking, I'm only one person, can I make a difference? And I rang my mum from the nearest internet cafe and I said, Mum, I've met these 7 disabled women living in a tin shed. Do you think I can make a difference? Do you think one person can make a difference? And my mum said, go for it, we'll support you and you'll be able to make a small difference. This photo was in Year 12 at our graduation, and I put this photo here because I believe that role models are really important in our life. And as I was growing up, you know, everyone hears about Nelson Mandela and Mother Teresa, and so in my graduation, all my friends were saying, come as a she-devil like us, and I said, no, I'm coming as Mother Teresa, because I was really inspired by that she used her life to help the poor. And so each of us have the potential to be an example for others and to use our life to inspire others, because I think it's powerful when someone can see an example of something and then it becomes available to them. So I met these 7 women in the tin shed and they started creating colourful products, and I thought, this is awesome, I'll be able to take them back to Australia and sell them to all of my friends. And because I'd seen the women making the products, I thought they were absolutely beautiful. But when I got back to Australia, no one liked these products. No one wanted to buy these products because they were too colourful for people in Melbourne. And I mean, tonight I would probably sell some of them because you guys love colour. But when I had my first fundraiser in my parents' lounge room, I invited about 20 of my family and friends, and I told them the story about the women that created these products with their hands, and I'm selling them to raise money. And everybody said at the end of that night, happy to donate and keep the products. And, so that was like, I can't believe they don't like these products. But then over time I realised I was researching what people would like to buy so I could earn money to send back to the women. So we did these hand puppets and a lot of other products that we sold. We ended up selling to 200 shops around Australia wholesale, and the 7 women had friends and they started to knock on the little shed and say, can we have a job, can we have a job? I didn't know how widespread the need was for women to earn an income, but there were over 5,000 women that were trained, educated and employed through the 7 Women Project. Sandhya here had a very obvious physical disability, and she was making the products and was very slow. And when we asked her what was wrong, you know, why she was sort of slower than the other women, she said it was hurting her to make these products. and we asked her, what's your dream? And she said her dream was to learn how to read and write, and she wanted to teach other women in her village. So we invested in Sandhya, and it took a long time, but she was able to read and write, and as you can see in the photos, she was teaching other women at the centre and then training women to go back to their villages and teaching those women how to teach women in their villages how to read and write. And we had about 100, and we still have about 150 international tourists a day coming to our centre to learn how to cook Nepalese traditional food, and as you can see, Sandhya then now leads them through the centre. And when I first met Sandhya in the tin shed, she was ashamed with the way that she looked, and she was hiding behind another woman. So seeing her confidence grow like that was a real privilege. And the women used to say that when they came to 7 Women, they were like a caterpillar, and now they're like, they were getting training, they were in the cocoon, and then they were able to fly and get a sense of freedom because they had income, they had financial freedom and confidence, and then they wanted to go and help the women in their village. These are our cooking classes. So we've got a cooking school in Nepal. We had a big fundraiser in the Windsor Hotel around the corner, and we raised $75,000 to be able to build a cooking school. And the women now train visitors about up to 150 a day how to do cooking classes, and that's $50 a person. So that's raising a lot of money for our work in the villages. And then we thought there's a gap in the market, there's a real opportunity to do a guest house accommodation for travellers and to earn a bit of money, and also to train the women in front of house, back of house, hospitality, customer service skills. So we got this guest house and had a bit of a challenge during COVID because there were no tourists to stay there. So we ended up actually packaging that up as a business and selling it as a business about a year ago. So the first thing is we are all created for a purpose, and I had a bit of a sense of that purpose. I wanted to make a difference, and for you guys it might be something different. You might have a dream to do, business in a certain area or something else, and all I did was take a step in that direction. I booked a flight to Nepal, I went on that trip, and then it started to unfold. And I believe in enlarging your vision. If you're passionate about a certain topic, how can you make that bigger? How can you make your vision bigger and make it about others? Because what I've found in my journey is, because it was always about others, I have had so much support, supernatural support, and support from many, many different people and donors. And I love the spirit of generosity. I think it adds so much value to our life when we're generous. And I remember reading, when I first started reading the Bible, I read this verse: so when you give to the needy, do not announce it with trumpets, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and on the streets, to be honoured by others. And I absolutely loved that verse because I thought, wow, I've had so many people donate to my charity, and I really admired the ones that did it with a humble heart and didn't want any recognition for it. I just really admired that quality. So I started taking tours over to Nepal, big groups of people that wanted to experience the charity and see Nepal, and they used to fundraise before they came over, and that was a great way to grow the charity as well. I loved the fact that it gave joy to so many people. The charity was, I started the charity, but then it grew a life of its own, and it was able to give joy to so many of the local women and so many visitors that came over. I always wanted to make it sustainable, so a year and a half ago I handed my charity over to the local women, and it's continuing to grow. They've partnered with UNICEF and they've got different projects happening, and because we embraced business principles and started 3 enterprises, now they've got this consistent income that can fund their project. So now I'm running emerging leaders programs for community leaders to focus on how they can develop an income stream to fund their work that they're doing. That's really important. Yeah. Just people in your lives that inspire you. I remember meeting Ricky, and I watched his life transform. He was a West Papuan refugee who came to Melbourne and was finding it really difficult to fit in. He couldn't make local friends and he just couldn't find his way. And I remember his life inspired me because he shared with me that he had this experience where he grew his faith, and I watched his life transform with this new faith that he found, and it really inspired me. The third thing I would say is take action. The things that excite you are not random, they're actually connected to your purpose. So what I love to encourage people to do is just take that first step in the direction of what excites you. And what I've found in my journey is when you take those steps, more steps unfold, and it leads you to great fulfillment and I believe what we're here on earth to do. That's the door that you step through, and and this has led me to travelling the world. So my dream was to travel the world and meet cool people, and I believe that through taking a step of generosity and wanting to help people, I have been provided with all of that. I've travelled to probably over 50 countries, speaking at different conferences and winning these awards at the United Nations, Bahrain, a country I never thought I'd visit, Estonia, India. So many of these awards that I wasn't proactive in trying to win those awards. The awards were coming to us and coming to me, and I believe that that's really supernatural, because that was my dream, and it's come to fruition through being generous and wanting to help others. So I actually wrote a book, and there was a few documentaries made about 7 women, and that was because I wanted to share the journey of entrepreneurship with others, and that it has been very challenging. Nepal is not an easy country to work in, but we actually have never had to pay a bribe, which I think is a miracle, because to get anything done in Nepal, that's a reality. So I am very grateful that we've never had to be out of integrity in our business, because that's very, very important to me. And I think when you start doing that, it's a very slippery slope. And I think that the last thing is to be humble. I think it is really crucial to be humble in life, because you can get caught up in winning awards and you're famous 1 minute and then the next minute, I believe, because I'm a woman of faith, God can give and God can take away. So it's very important to stay humble on the journey and use your influence and use your resource to help others on their journey. Again, thank you so much for having me here tonight, and we'd love to connect.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. How about a big hand once again for Stephanie Bullard? Wow. Each one of you here, guys, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought, what was that biggest moment that you've done in the community, that you made a difference? Making a difference is not always according to age. And thank you so much, Stephanie. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for reminding each one of us the value of making a difference, because it leads to, a positive change, inspiring others, and we can also build many meaningful connections and contributes to global change. So thank you once again for giving such a powerful talk this afternoon. This is a good thing about coming to this kind of event, right? You're not just here to socialize and eat. You're here to learn and grow, because life is constant change, right? So we want to make a difference. Let's do that. That's why ACME is doing this, for a better good, for you to become a better version of yourself. So once again, how about we can for ACME, ACME. Thank you so much. I know each one of you is already thinking, oh my God, it's 7:30, I'm starving. Of course, you'll have the chance to have your buffet before we can proceed to our other surprise numbers and inspiring message from our keynote speakers. So today, for all of us to be happy, because a lot of you would say, I don't have a picture in front, I'll give you the chance to take a photo, but I'll call one at a time per table. How's that, to be fair, okay? So we've got 12 tables, right? I'll call on, because Gary is here as well. In each table, I would like you to come here in front. I'll give you 1 minute and 2 seconds to do your photo op, and then proceed to the buffet. How's that? Is that clear? Beautiful. I'd like to call on randomly table number 12. Where are you? Table number 12, you come here, please. And Gary, do the honor. Thank you. Do you have music as well? There we go. Table number 12, here in front. Thank you, Gary. That's all the table mates. So per table we will call. Once they're done, they can proceed and grab their session. Yes. And this is organized. So 1 minute and 2 seconds, okay? Next in line will be table number 8. Table number 8, you're next in line when they're finished. Anyone who's diabetic here, please, I'm a nurse myself, please let me know. You need to be first. Everyone's diabetic. But let me know, seriously, if you are diabetic, if you have any special medical concern. Alright, thank you so much, table number 12. Table number 8, please come here in front and have your photo taken. Thank you, Gary. Next would be table number 4. Table number 4, if you're here, you're next in line. Table number 4.
Oh, this is a good idea. Instead of waiting for the table, you come up to the front.
After here,
Well,
go
yeah.
to the bathroom.
Oh, and then you do it.
After here,
Okay, thank you so much, table number 8. Table number 4, thank you so much. Next in line will be table number 1. Next in line is table number 1.
doesn't matter.
Yes.
No, 4.
All of us.
This is table number 4, center stage. Next in line is table number 1. Be prepared.
We can plan from here.
Yeah. Table number 4 on center stage. Next is table number 1. Table number 1 on center stage.
Let's have one out.
Next in line is table number 5. Next in line, table number 5.
Okay, no good. Can you somehow Are you with anyone? Okay, you're fine. You go behind. That's it. That's there. That's good. Just a little bit.
Next in line, table number 5. Next in line, table number 5. Thank you so much. If the buffet is full, you can find a space where you can stand waiting for your food. All right, next in line is table number 7. Table number 7. Table number. Table number 7. Where are you? We'll wait for the rest of the buffet to have some movement before I call the next one. Okay, table number 7, you're next. We'll wait for the movement of other people at the buffet area. Thank you for the rest of you guys who are very patient waiting.
We good?
We'll wait for a few minutes and I'll call the next table. For those who are still seated, thank you so much for your patience. We will call the next table in a second. All right, I'd like to call on table number 11. Table number 11. Number 11.
Yeah. All right.
Table number 11, are you here?
Well, I would like to welcome you in our second set. While you guys enjoy your dinner, I would like to give you some music to chill on.
After table 11, I'd like to call on table number 6 after this.
Yes. We're gonna make some noise.
Sali ba ko?
Table by table pala yan. Thank you. Table number 6, let's go.
Ang ganda.
Table number 6.
Table
Ay, ang
number 6, let's
ganda.
go.
Next in line is table number 10.
Guy.
It's about time to make a move. Yeah?
You working intake? Oh, just a little bit. Good over. Here we go.
Have I called table number 3?
Table number 3.
Have I called you guys?
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, table number 11.
Table number 11.
Number 11, please.
So good to see you.
I like the
Can you find the spot? You know, I'm in the usual spot. Yeah, squeeze over a bit. Squeeze on the triangle.
Next is table number 3. Thank you so much. Table number 3, we've got last 2 tables. After table number 3 is table number 9. Yay! And then the last one will be table number 2.
They don't trust you. They don't trust you.
We request you guys to adjust over there, please, for the line that we ready. Thank you so much.
Anybody coming?
Adjust the line. Next to this, we would like to call on table number 9. You're next. Thank you so much. Table number 9. You're next.
I always worry about anything. Let him do it first. Let him do it first. Thank you.
Here we go.
All right.
All right, thank you, Lee.
Surrounded by
Your turn.
they're offset.
All right, whilst everyone is having a nice meal at this time, a duo is going to entertain us tonight. How about a huge ovation? Let's give them a big hand. Rolly and Kim.
All right, guys. We'd like to dedicate this song to
We'd like to dedicate this song to Madame Jenna. A special request.
Palace. Documentation. We're live around the world. Say hi, Philippine Times. Congratulations, finalist. Hello, we're live. Ingat mo mga subo. Say hi to the world, ladies and gentlemen. Diversity here. Say hi, little girl. You'll meet my princess as well very soon. I'll show you her picture. How old are you?
Each classic we sure books that don't cause it may change.
Say hi. Documentation. We're live. We're live. Oh, sorry po. I've got your photos.
You what?
I've got your photos. I was the one who put that one presentation.
Oh, you did it? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I was checking it, eh?
Yeah.
All right. You guys, all right? okay? No?
No. Oh no. Oh no. Huh? What can we do?
No way. No way. I've been there in 2 weeks.
All right. We're just gonna sit in a little bit.
Yeah, we'll soften it up a little bit.
I love you too. I know, right?
See?
I listen. I listen.
Hindi kita siniraan na pinuri kita.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, Lillian.
Friend ko yan eh, si Ronnie. Yan eh, best friend ni Lulu Lorenzo.
That's nice.
Magalit mo. Nag-uusap sila gabi.
I want to give you a song from Miley Cyrus. Where's my little girl? Yeah. Good job, Sophia. Do you want to dance more? No? Later? Okay, I'll call you later. Okay?
This one for you. Come back here. Let me.
You want to dance more? Oh no? You can dance if you want. Don't be shy. But all I know, you will want to go. The part of me that you remember the time. You go. So when I'm all choked up with every time we say goodbye, it hurts. When the sun goes down and the band won't play, I'll always remember us this way. High five! Hey! Mr. Rolling guitar. Good dancer. You're a good dancer. Where did you after that from? From daddy or mommy? Can daddy dance as well? Come over here. Like Sophia, thank you, darling. What can you say? Thank you. Later again? Okay? Later again? I'll call you again later. Daddy, come on, take your child. Let me drink some water. Ibalik mo Oh my god, okay, we have a special request here. It's too early, but we'll do it for you.
Yeah, maybe I'm gonna do this song, then we'll pass it on to Lee.
Yeah, okay, so this is gonna be the last song for
This
this
is gonna
set.
be the last song for.
Okay. There's a special request from table number 8.
Number 8 is it? This is for our friend.
Alright, so from Tina Turner. Come on out there, get up, come on. No, please. I call you when I need you, my heart's on fire. Hey! Why? You'll come to me, while. Hey! Oh, you'll come to me, give me everything I need. Size of every night and every day. Ooh, in your eyes, to the sky, night and day. Just as long from hearing your arms, I could be no better place to go. You're simply the best. Woo! You're better than all the rest. You're better than anyone. Anyone I ever met. You are stuck on your heart. I hang on if you ever say, oh, but he's also gone. Oh, baby, I would rather be dead. It's time you leave me, I'm losing control. You're walking away. So I can feel you even when I'm alone. Oh, baby, so come on, my little girl, entertain me. Come on, give me some dance moves. You need to show me some dance moves. Come on. You gonna shake, 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 shake. Thank you for dancing with me, Sophia. Thank you so much. Thank you for your request, ate. Masaya ka na, ate?
Alright, we're gonna take a short break.
Sinutan pa kita ng ano.
Pass it on to Lee.
Go for a little break.
Pwede na.
Check 3, 2, 1, 2. In a few minutes' time, we're about to start the awarding ceremony. So please feel free to finish up what you need to finish, but take your time. We can all multitask. We'd like to thank ACME, we'd like to thank Gary, our official photographer for this evening. For all your photography needs, please contact, where's Gary? Gary. And for our official videographer for this evening, we'd like to thank John Bell. Are you here, John Bell? For all your videography needs, contact John Bell of HyperAct Films. Very professional for all your commercials, ads, everything, reels on social media. He'll be there for you. You can contact me so I can redirect you to John Bell of HyperAct Films. And tonight as well, we've got, and we'd like to thank our media partner, official media partner for this evening, Good Vibes Filipinas. In 3 minutes, we will start the awarding ceremony. Thank you very much.
Nakita na kayo? Yung misis ko.
All right, everyone. Good evening once again. I hope you can all go back to your seat. We're about to have our awarding ceremony. All right. We would like to request everyone to please go back to your seats. That'll be great. Once again, thank you, Carrie, for being our official for this evening. And of course, Jumbo, our Haparan film, for our official videographer. All right. In 1 minute and 1 second, we're about to start the awarding ceremony. We would like to request everyone to please go back to your seats so we could start the awarding. Thank you very much. All right, 30 seconds. Okay, I think we're all back to our seats. Thank you so much for your cooperation. Great job. Wow, looking at you guys after, ladies and gentlemen, after having meal, you are more looking fabulous. I think we should call this tonight as an evening elegance, because you're all looking elegant. Are you ready for the ceremony, awarding ceremony? Are we all ready? Gorgeous people. Thank you so much. How about a big hand for ACME? Let me see if everyone's listening. Beautiful. Okay. First up, I'd like to call on Abdullah Alinta to help me here for the awarding ceremony for the plaque of appreciation. And Jaina, would you mind if you could also help us with the plaque, please? I'm gonna call And of course, the president of ACME and number one in our hearts, I'd like to call on Melba Kabatu to help Abdullah here to present the award. All right. I would like to request Abdullah and Melba here, please. Okay. Is there any drum roll? Okay. Do the drum roll. Alright, the classic. Alright. Plaque of appreciation goes to Dr. Sarifa and Dr. Hassan Yones. They're not here today, but I'll receive the award on behalf. Okay, beautiful. Thank you so much. Maybe we could have the plaque for them just for the photo taken, Tita. If you could give it to Abdullah and Melba, that'd be great. Okay. Once again, how about a big hand for our for Dr. Rifa and Dr. Hassan Yones. A plaque of appreciation, very hardworking couple, powerful. Thank you. I'd like to call on as well Dr. Francis Aqua. A plaque of appreciation coming from ACME. Dr. Francis Aqua. It's could we have a little bit of music, background music, just a little bit. I'm sure it's there. There you go. Thanks for the music once again. Thank you. And Kim. What a gorgeous, perfect combination. One of the best duos in town. Roni and 10 cents for that, $200. So you need glasses? Okay, Gary, when you're ready, good. Once again, congratulations, Dr. Francis Aqua. Another. Thank you so much, Dr. Francis. All right. And another plaque of appreciation to the gorgeous Christina Chia, the goddess. Look at that. Would you like to move a little bit closer here, please? That'd be great. Once again, how about a big hand for our Christina Chia? Thank you so much. And last but not the least, a plaque of appreciation. Thank you for your contribution. Abdullah Alto. There you go. Would you like to give a little? Come here, Sophie, my princess Sophie. Dash at your dad. There you go. Come on now. Abdullah, you also stand. That'd be great. All right. Eyes on the lens.
Ready? Hey, I'm here.
Once again, congratulations, Abdullah Alton Top. Well done. Okay. Thank you so much, Abdullah and number one, Melba Kabatubu, for helping us present the award, and Princess Sophie. Thank you so much. And more appreciation. I'd like to call on Attorney Imelda McLean to help us presenting the award, please, with Tony Lombardi. Presenting the presentation. Here, please, and I'm going to call the next presenter. The next awardee. I'd like to call on Masagana Phil Asian Grocery. Thank you so much for supporting ACME since day one. Once again, Masagana Phil Asian Grocery. Congratulations. Thank you. I'd like to call on Bettina. Gorgeous Bettina, are you here? Bettina, thank you so much for your for supporting since day one. Bettina, where's Bettina? Okay, we'll call Bettina in a second. Is she here? She was here, right? There you go once again. Let's give her a big round of applause, Bettina, for your continued support of ACME. Thank you so much, Bettina. You would like to call on the CEO of IPBIC. Let's call on Felicity Sweeney. Congratulations, a plaque of appreciation for Miss Felicity Sweeney. I'd also like to call on Melba Kabatu Wall for a huge contribution to ACME, Australian Council for Cultural Entrepreneurship. Number one, Kabatu Wall. Congratulations. Thank you so much, Imelda. And I'm going to ask again another people to come here and help. Thank you so much, Attorney McLean. I'd like to call on Dr. Francis to do the honor of presenting, please. And Seaside, where's Seaside? Just to do the presenting the plaque of appreciation. Seaside? There you go. All right, we've got two presenters here who would like to congratulate the plaque of appreciation. Philippine Times, Jason Cordy. Congratulations. Thank you, Jason and Philippine Times, for supporting ACME since day one. I'd like to call on, congratulations to Rebecca Event. Lack of appreciation to Rebecca Eventon. Thank you for your huge support and loyalty to ACME. Would you like to put the word, please? Thank you. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Congratulations. I'd like to call on congratulations for plaque of appreciation goes goes to Attorney Imelda McLean. Thank you so much for your huge contribution to this council. Congratulations, thank you so much, and for that huge contribution. Another person who's been to the award today, who received the award is Melba Martinson. Alright, how about a big hand for Melba Martin this time, but of course for picture taking. Can we do that? You represent China. Thank you. Thank you so much, Melba Martinson. I'd also like to call on, thank you for standing by there. I'd like to call on representative from the Dazzling Dancer. A plaque of appreciation for supporting ACME events. Lalaine, are you here? Lori, are you here?
I think they're changing.
Okay, on behalf. Once again, congratulations to the Dazzling Dancers. Thank you so much, Dancing Dancers. And speaking of dancers, would like to also thank you in a plaque of appreciation to the Diamond Divas. Diamond Divas dancers, are you here? Any representative? Okay, that's fine. We'll give it to you later. Vicky, you here? We'd like to. Okay. Thank you, Diamond Divas, receiving the plaque of appreciation. Thank you so much. And one more, two more things. All right. Our next awardee. He is the famous Good Vice Filipinas broadcaster, Community Broadcasting Association of Australia. He received the award last year, 2023. He's the winner for excellence in ethnic and multicultural broadcasting. Good Vibes Filipinas, let's now call on, congratulations, a plaque of appreciation to Melbourne. Again, once again, I think you're all asleep. Thank you so much, Melvin.
Also, I would like to introduce another award of tendering ACME's plaque of appreciation to our Masters of Ceremonies, motivationalies, Lee Montanes. But as you know, Lee is full of surprises. She doesn't want to get her credit. So I would like to inform you that she has so many awards this year. So she was awarded as the first award is a award Top 100 Asian Innovation Business Leader of 2024. And the second award is Iconic Women Award at the Women's Economic Forum 2024. Let's give our Masters of Ceremony.
Thank you so much, Brother. Alright, thank you so much, Tisai, and for doing this. The award continues. Are we all here? Are we still awake? Dessert in a minute. You all deserve this. I'd like to call on. Yes. We also would like to acknowledge her contribution in the community, especially today we had a podcast about multicultural, multilingual connectors. And she deserved Young Achiever Award for this evening. Let's come on. How about a big hand for Daisy Bird. Tony Lombardi, would you mind if you do the honor, please? Well, thank you so much. And Daisy, congratulations. Our Young Achiever Award. All right. And now it continues on the Entrepreneur of the Year finalists. I'd like to call on again ACME to please come forward here for presenting the award together with the past president, Melba Kabatu. Please. All right. If we could stand forward. Okay. Congratulations to our top three, our three finalists. Three finalists. Let's call on first up, Mel Auto Care. Brother Mel, congratulations. Our finalists of our Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. Congratulations once again, Mel Alto Care. Another finalist, Raul and Marie. Are they here? Okay, on behalf of Raul, we have the photo taken. Raul and Marie. I would like to call Ms. Marites Dumapias to receive the Entrepreneur of the Year Finalist Award for Raul and Marie. Thank you so much. Ms. Marites Dumapias, wherever you are, I'm sure that you are. Once again, our Entrepreneur of the Year finalists. Second stop is Raul and Marie, to be accepted by Ms. Marie Dumapias. Beautiful. Congratulations once again. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Another finalist for this year's Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. Let's call on Yolanda Lamont. Yolanda Lamont, our finalist, Entrepreneur of the Year, ACME 2024. Thank you so much, and thank you, past President Melba and our present President Tony Lombardi. Thank you so much now. All right, the most awaited part of the awarding ceremony. All right. Yeah, I'd like to call on the year awards or awardees. I'd like to call on first the gorgeous, the beautiful, of course, stunning Christina Chia. Christina Chia was the Entrepreneur of the Year 2023 award awardee. Come here, Christina. Thank you. To help us present the award. But before that, long time no see. I say we didn't see each other, right? Christina Chia is one of the people that has inspired me a lot since I met you last year when I was the MC and moderator for the ACME and the APWA combined. Asian Business Women Association. That's right. So at the Christina, come here. Just for the sake of our video, how does it feel? How does it impact the awards last year into your life, both work and overseas?
Well, it is firstly a joy and an honor to really be recognized the Victorian Multicultural Entrepreneurs of the Year by the Australian Council of Multicultural Entrepreneurs. So the reason why I say that, because we abbreviate ACME, right? But what it really does is that it stands for Cultural Entrepreneur. In Australia, we have more than 270 cultures. We speak over 300 languages, and a third of us speak another language at home other than English. So Australia is truly a very multicultural country of the world. So what does it mean? Thank you, Sisei. So when I say that we are one of the most multicultural countries of the world, it means that diversity, equity, and inclusion presents an opportunity for all of us. So we are here, we are a room full of leaders, right? Leaders over there. Kavinda, we got Mabel, we got Cece, all the leaders here. So it means that powerful leadership style will need to embrace diversity, foster inclusivity, and create fairness and equity. And that's the reason why ACME, the Australian Council of Multicultural Entrepreneurs, resonate with me. And this recognition is more than recognizing my efforts. It is a reflection of the entire community and the strength that we all have together. I want to say one thing, that you guys underestimate the powers of each other when you collaborate, connect, and we share our network with each other. I'm a current president of Women Chiefs, and the motto is this: alone we are invisible, together we are invincible. So tonight, ACME, I want to thank our President Tony and your board, and also the gorgeous convener of tonight's event, Jaina, for hosting this event and for standing strong and stand up the principle of ACME. That's to embrace diversity and create an inclusive community for all. So when you ask me long short answer, it means a lot to me. It means a lot to me as a DEI champion, as a multicultural entrepreneur, leader, and as a friend. This means a lot. Thank you so much for the honor. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for that inspiring, powerful message too. As I mentioned a while ago, for those who were here earlier on, we're here to honor leaders and visionaries, right? Making a difference in the community, impacting both industries. So all of us are winners, but tonight we have two winners. Yes, it's like both of them are really qualified for the Entrepreneur of the Year. Before that, thank you for staying here. I'd like to call on Miss Terry. Sorry, I don't want to. Terry Alba Apines. Apines. Well, Australia Apines. Okay. Can you closer here, please? Drum roll. We have a drum roll. Okay. All right, Alon. The first. I don't want to make a mistake, just like the universe. It must be the right name. Okay. I'd like to call on center stage, congratulations to Bernadette Espina. Bernadette Espina, how about a big hand, ladies and gentlemen? Our first Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. One of two. Let's join it. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations for Mabuhay. All right. Thank you. And now you may now go back to your seats. Are any picture taking as well? All finished? Okay. Okay. I'd like to call Abdullah Altintop to help us present the next. It could be me. Okay. Where's our drum roll? Okay, you can make a bit of a noise. Drum roll. It's not a drum. Okay. Our winner, awardee, Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. Drum roll. Apart from Espina, let's congratulate as one community, Seaside Dinker. The year together with Brother Seaside Dinker. Congratulations. President Tony Lawardi, would you like to come here, please? And Attorney Imelda McLean. ACME people, ACME. Attorney Imelda McLean. Tony, who else? Who else is a member of ACME? Because I don't memorize all your names. Let's come and join together with Espina. Okay, this will take 1 hour for picture taking, okay?
Hour and 30 minutes.
Mel Otto, come here. And I will call all the finalists here. Are you ready? Okay, this will take 1 hour, as I said.
Yes, you say. Come on. Cisse, we want biggest smile.
Okay, stay there. Stay there, don't move. Stay there, don't move. We have another official program.
I'm so not ready, but I need to go back. That's it. Now I'm good.
Have we got all the finalists here as well? Just checking all the finalists. Come here. Daisy, please come here. That's good. Bettina and Tita Rebecca. All the finalists, please. Finalists and other appreciation awards. Are we all here? Save the best for last for Gary.
Are we there?
Bettina is here. Hang on, Bettina. Where's Bettina? Where's Bettina?
We're there.
Ready?
Alrighty. Hang on, let me come back.
Congratulations, everyone. Do we have a picture only with Seaside? Do you have a solo pic with it? Yeah. Congratulations to all our winners. How about 2 awardees here? So, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. We don't do that. Okay. Totally. This will take.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can get your attention, we have one more award, final award of the night, to give to somebody very special who has been working very hard. So if I can get Tony on stage. We just want if we can get a yes, if I can get Vicky on stage. Can we get Vicky on stage? Thank you.
Vicky? Once again, for those who can still hear me, how about a huge ovation for all our awardees for this evening? 2024 ACME's Gala Night Entrepreneur of the Year. Well done, everyone.
So we have a upcoming speech. If I can get everybody's attention, and we are here to listen to Nikki. Thank you.
I'd just like to make a speech out to Tony, one and only. Listen up for a second. In less than a year, you have done many events and accomplishments as a new leader. You've tried your very best to give all the benefits of improvement from the organisation. I truly admire your dedication and care for all the members of ACME, and saw how you and my mum Gina prepare and plan the events. Amazingly, in less than a year of your leadership, you have done 4 events in a prestigious hotel. Your humble leadership for ACME is appreciated by many who have made speak for continue being that I also look up as a role model for my future ventures. Good luck on your journey and future endeavours. Thank you, Tony, and we love you very much.
Thank you so much, Nikki Soriano. I'm sure you can hear at the back that inspiring speech from Nikki Soriano. Once again, have a big hand. Thank you so much. Abdullah awardee of the night. Okay. Right. I think whilst everyone's having our dessert, I'd like to maybe we'll have some music first whilst everyone is actually having the dessert. We'll have some music, even 1 or 2 music. And then are the dancers here now? Okay. All right. Whilst you're having a little time with these, or not little, but maybe a huge time, so you can munch all your, you can activate your endorphins. I'd like to call on some dancers right now. All right. I'm sure you can lend us your ears and your eyes whilst you're having your dessert. You deserve a beautiful dance number. Let's call on. Are they here? How about a big hand? They're ready. Let's call on the dazzling dancers. Dancers.
Thank you very much.
All right, music. Maestro, please.
Ikaw pala yan.
Music. Here.
May ano pa eh. May ilalagay ko yun sa app mo.
All right, once again, do we have the music? Who's doing the music? All right, on 3, ladies and gentlemen, once again, that is your ears and your eyes. Let's welcome to Dazzling Dancers.
Papasok ka ba? Papasok ka ba? It's alright. It keeps me holding on.
Thank you so
Yeah!
much, the dazzling dancers. Woo! Big check, good. I'm sure all of you wants to dance on the floor later on. You'll have the chance all night for 3 hours or 4 hours. You get a chance to do that. Thank you so much once again, the dazzling dancers. All right. Okay, we'll have more dancing performers in a minute. But whilst waiting for them, one of them will be changing as far as I know. Lend me your ears. I'd like to call on for a keynote speech tonight to keep us inspired for the whole evening. I'd like to call on, before that, I'd like to read something.
Told you.
Not forget that. Okay. Whilst waiting for the rest to sit back and relax at this time, our next inspiring message is coming from a gentleman who's been. We're all happy. That's good. We're here to celebrate, right? Our next keynote speaker before the next dance performer. He is a clinical director and founder of Positive Wellness Recovery Center, which is PWRC, and the president of the Mental Health and Wellbeing Foundation. We all need this, right? For us to keep going and make a difference. Let's now welcome Dr. Francis Acko. invite our friends to act now. The floor is yours.
Hello. Hi. What a fantastic evening. Well, I'll start by acknowledging the traditional owners of the land on which we're meeting today, 100 people of the Tuna Nation. I pay my respects to the elders, past, present, and emerging. And I pay my respects to all elders from all tribes, nations, and the most fantastic multicultural community that we belong to. This is a country we call a country of opportunity, a land of gold and honey. In fact, I had to change my speech after listening to my dear friend Stephanie. We've known each other for quite a long time, and she's been one of my inspirational people around, and we follow each other somewhere inside. But this country is full of opportunity, and my wife is just disappearing. I don't know why. But I actually have friends to visit us here in Australia after only 38 years. But listen, there's more. Our friends Peter and Hilary, they actually married in June 1982. And guess what? Francis and Ursula got married in August 1982. So can you calculate how many years? Thank you. So I was listening to the ABC this week, and they talked about friendship. What does friendship mean? Who is in your friendship circle? Who is your friend? In fact, do we know our neighbors? Do you know? I know somebody's shaking their head. You know it. Do you know the color of the fence of your neighbor? That's absolutely wonderful. Because we have lost touch with who our friends are, who our neighbors are. Who do we call upon in a state of crisis? Do you know that people even die and their body is found weeks after, even here in Melbourne? We are losing touch with reality. Who we call our neighbors, who we call our friends. Unfortunately, in the last 5 years, we experienced something new. In fact, it was the war that most of us have never experienced, the pandemic. And we lost touch with people. We couldn't connect with people. I talk about what are our 5 senses. Gentlemen, can you name one of our 5 senses? Sorry? Smell, seeing, touch, feel, and taste. And during the middle of the pandemic, we lost that touching feeling, the touch of other people. We couldn't actually meet people to talk to. And I was one of the lucky ones that didn't stop working. I have lots of stories. I know people here who have written books. Daisy, Steph, I'm still waiting for somebody to write my book. Because
was in the middle of the pandemic. I was driving back night at 11 o'clock, still in Melbourne, and there was the curfew. And I was hoping that the police would stop me so that I could tell my story. That the police stopped me. Unfortunately, they waved me through. And so I missed that opportunity to actually tell my story that I was during the pandemic. But I had the opportunity to be able to work during the pandemic. But what happened to my clients, my participants during the pandemic? Some of them had no one to talk to. I had to re-engineer their mind and help them to reconnect in the five senses, using things such as actually starting to think about their hobbies that they have forgotten. Well, some of us know where Kaukalo is, but I've got a center in Kaukalo. And some of the things that I've ended up putting in Kaukalo is the ukulele. Can anybody play the ukulele?
Yes.
I had to encourage clients to pick up hobbies and interests that they had that they have forgotten because they could not longer connect with other people. They had to pick up hobbies that they no longer or they have forgotten how to use these things. And the ukulele was one of the things that I encourage some of my participants or some of my clients to do. And useless as I am with music, the point was that they had to get the ukulele and play for me on my next meeting. Wasn't it wonderful to reconnect? Why am I talking about all these things? Is to change the paradigm of illness, mental illness, to mental wellness. How do we look after, in fact, the most important part of our brain, or the most important part of our body, our brain? We're no longer looking after our brain. It's the last thing that we are thinking about. In fact, excuse me, you want to take over? In fact, sometimes when we are in the place I come from, Ghana, or for that matter, Africa, when we talk about mental illness, we're thinking about who is mad on the street, naked, or for that matter, my involvement when we're talking about entrepreneurs is somebody who is walking the street homeless. But in Australia, we have done the research. My favorite person, since I've been here only 38 years, Jeff Kennett. Of course, he closed a lot of hospitals, he threw a lot of people out into the streets. 1 in 5 will experience some form of mental illness in a given year or in their lifetime. So let's think about how, even if we in this room, I think there are 10 people in each table. So you do the maths, I'll leave you to do that. It says 1 in 5 persons will experience some form of mental illness in their lifetime or in a given year. So let's change it around to make it, even if it affects somebody, let's change it to only 1 person out of the 5 people. By doing that, we will be looking after ourselves. Let's count the 5 senses. The smell of the food
for the marvelous food we had today. Thank you, Gina. The number of people we've managed to shake hands with today, we couldn't do that in the middle of the pandemic. Outside, as for Francis, even he can say, can you guess the color of the socks he's wearing? Who can guess the color of the socks he's wearing? Green. So it's not just glasses, but I say I'm one of the most acculturated dressers that you will ever meet. When I go to Tura, I give them permission to smile. Don't worry, it costs nothing to smile, being dressed up. Unfortunately, you all miss the opportunity to go to the National Gallery of Victoria to actually look at my photos in there. But using our senses, we can, even when I mention the word curry, sometimes my kids just disappear because they think it's going to be hot. So by using all the five senses, we can then start looking after mental health. You can observe what other people are doing. Monday morning, they come to work. They're grumpy. You can say only two words. Are you okay? Are you okay? And that's where the conversation will start. It's not because Francis can't see. Francis can see, but it's what you actually notice. How you start the conversation. How the person can open up to tell you their story. What is happening over the weekend? That you can reach out and give them that small touch, make the difference for them. So much opportunity. So I've reached a stage where I think I want to leave a legacy. So I've acquired a place, a church building with my wife. The building was built in 1860. A place called Kaukalo. Where's my business half person, Russell? So this is my boss. And we are changing the paradigm of mental illness to mental wellness. We are a place where people can come, engage in some activity, drumming and dancing for your life. Not art therapy, art. I understand I'm going to be doing modeling of being a life model, and I don't know what that means. In 2 weeks' time, watch this space. We're going to have garden, from the garden to the table, helping people. I don't know if anybody has been to Morocco here. In each town, there's different type of bread. We're going to get people to come in and bake some Filipino bread, some Italian bread from Nigeria, bread from Iraq, Babylon. People can come in and practice different food. So it's about engaging with people. We're also engaging with the corporate sector to educate people. How do we reduce stress, mental health first aid, and other programs? Come in, and visit Calcutta and look after your mental health. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Francis Aqua, for reminding us to do some self-care. Self-care is the key to productivity, is the key to success. So don't forget your well-being so you can move forward. All right, I'm sure you're all like endorphins. Your endorphins are actually activated, right? You had your desserts? You all happy? Are you still here? We are very close to culmination, so please sit back and relax. As promised, I know some of you or most of you would like to dance here on the floor. You'll have all night tonight. But I'd like to call on another dance performers. How about a big hand? The Diamond Divas Dancers. Music, please. All wearing diamonds, right? Oh my gosh. Because you're inspired of what Dr. Francis has mentioned, this is part of a therapy. Dancing is a therapy, isn't it right? So later on, dance to the groove. We're very close to culmination. Once again, do we have the music? All right. How about a huge ovation? The Diamond Divas. More? And some more? You may on. Okay, once again, the Diamond Divas Dancers. Wearing all the diamonds, shiny, shimmering, splendid.
It should be more because.
Thank you once again. Yes. All right. Who can dance like that tonight? Who's excited to dance? For 4 hours, you'll have the chance. Don't you worry, everyone. Yes, 4 hours. 4. Okay. As okay, 5 hours. 2 hours ba? Okay. Alright, thank you. So we'll be okay. So self-care. So before we before we end this, I'd like to quickly call on those finalists and winners with your plaque, please. Could you come here because we only have this chance to be together with all your plaques, please, quickly. For those winners, finalists, come here, please, before the closing remarks. Bring your plaques. That'll be great. We only live once. We only live once. Let's make a difference. Okay? And positivity. Otherwise, you'll be grumpy and you'll be pumped. Okay. All the awardees, finalists, please. I'll give you 30 seconds to come. Everyone, including the Entrepreneur of the Year, please. And where's our official photographer? Is he still here? Official photographer?
Still sober.
All the finalists before our closing remarks. Okay. Have you got everyone? Imelda and bring your plaque, please. Who else is not here? Mel Alto, is he here? Are we ready? Rebecca and Bettina, are you here? Rebecca and Bettina, please, so that we can dance. Rebecca and Bettina, come closer here, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. Once again, are they here? How about a big hand for all the finalists, winners, and awardees for tonight's ACME Entrepreneur of the Year 2024. Squeeze in. Thanks, everyone.
That's it.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this because Table 8 is excited to dance. Okay.
Let's go, let's go. Just get quickly.
Alright. Excellent, everyone. We can all go back to our seats. Let's do this. I'd like to call on okay, last 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay. Brody and Kim in after the closing. All right, we're almost ready for our closing remarks. And the dance floor will be yours. You can dance until tomorrow, as if there's no more tomorrow.
You never thought it would.
Amen to that.
Just
Okay, thank you. Let's all be seated.
five senses in my mental health. What I do is incorporate just brings you the childhood memory. When you smell something nice, you feel happy. When you're out in the sun, you feel the sun, you feel happy. And I want to use that point of how oxytocin just welcome you.
Okay,
So you don't mind. But
this is good. All right, let's all be seated, and I'd like to call someone who could officially close this event. Thank you very much. You all look fabulous. I'd like to call on Abdul Altintop to officially close this event.
Thank you, everybody. So, as we come to the conclusion of the evening, I just want to say a big thank you to all the coordinators and event organisers that have put on a marketing tonight. President Mr. Tony Lombardi,
Thanks, my man.
Chief Organiser Jaina, and so many others that operated behind the scenes, as well as the LANGHAM Hotel. I think it's been a fantastic evening, and it sure sounds like that we are not even halfway there with the entertainment that's coming. But whatever you do, I think in my summary remarks, we are nearly at the conclusion of 2024. And that just goes to show we were here last year downstairs for the ACME program in 2023. And the year's just so fast that before we know it, there's going to be programs in 2025. So my observation is this: time is always flowing. So we never have control of time, but we all have one moment. And hopefully you can make this evening one of those moments and one of those occasions you can remember. Because one thing we need to understand, when we observe what's happening in the world, if we had observed before the COVID, we would have thought that there was certainty in the world, that there was systems in place, there was things happening, financial markets were flowing, and we could control things. Now that we know that's not the case. So in such a situation, all you really do to look after your mental health is be joyful and look at the positivity in things that do seem not positive. So whilst we do have much to complain about, I think what Stephanie said at tonight's opening, that God is the one that gives and God is the one that takes. So be grateful always. Enjoy the evening, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Abdul Altintop. And this is it. Before we open the floor for all the dancing, just give you 1 cent tonight. Thank you so much, everyone. And it's nice to see this room is full of positive people. You know the saying, birds of the same feather, they flock together. Aren't we lucky that we're all here, making a difference, being positive, and connecting our energy to other people? That's the law of attraction. So congratulations to all of us. About a big hand for each one of us for being here, connecting people with genuine hearts. Thank you so much. And you know what? I'd like to also Jaina here, who's doing most of everything in this occasion. Thank you for all the hard work. Apart from the ACME team, and Bettina as well here, who's done her part as well in this occasion. And to all of you guys, thank you. And to all the awardees, leaders and visionaries, you leaders are the catalyst for change. Keep up the good work, and thanks for reminding us, Stephanie and the rest of the keynote speaker, to continue to make a difference, to continue to do good, and become a better version of ourselves. Because we only live once. We're not sure if we're still alive tomorrow. We only live once. Let us make a difference in the society. This is Lee, motivationally your official MC for this evening. I had a great time with you guys. Have a good night. Inspire, motivate, and create an impact. Good night, everyone. Signing off.
Thank you, Lee.
That's it.
What about a big hand for Lee Montagne?
Say bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, world.